and a very good morning to all. Today we are going to continue with the Murli that we were reading yesterday. The Murli dated 4th December 1991. The title of the Murli was A Successful Tapaswi Soul, means the one who has the personality and royalty of purity. So we saw how Baba defined successful tapasvis yesterday and also gave a brief description about how can we relate tapasya to the personality of purity. So today Baba is meeting different groups and elaborating on some aspects of tapasya, like tapasya means yours. Everything is yours and nothing is mine. Then some part of the Murli today is in Hindi, where Bapdada is asking, are you easy yogis and easy jnanis? Also, another point that Baba highlights today is the definition, or rather, a speciality of the quality soul. That soul will always feel closeness towards this knowledge, towards the Brahmin family, towards Baba. There'll be oneness. In Hindi, it's written apnapan. So I just could find this one word, probably closeness or oneness with the family and with Baba and all the Srimad that Baba has given. So again, that would be a point of checking for us. How close do I feel with this Brahmin clan? And how close do I feel and how well I can connect with Baba's Srimad? So let's read the Murli together. Bapdada is meeting the groups. The first group, do you have the experience that all of you are tapaswi souls? Tapasya means to belong to the one Father and none other. Is it like that, or is there anyone else, even now, any person or any material comfort? Is there no one apart from the one? Or is there still a little attachment? To do service as an instrument is a different matter, but wherever there is attachment, either to a person or a possession, the sign of attachment is that wherever there is attachment, your intellect will definitely be pulled there. If there is even a slightest attachment with any person, with any possession, Baba says the intellect will be pulled there. And this sort of attachment will never allow us, or will always be a barrier between me and Baba. Why? Because the intellect is busy somewhere else. Even while I'm doing my yoga, even while I'm listening to the Murli, if slightest at the back of my mind, I have this, where my intellect gets dragged away to a person or to a possession, then probably I won't be able to catch Baba's light, Baba's powers to the extent that I should. Why? Because the intellect is again busy somewhere else. Right? Baba says, yeah, your intellect will definitely be pulled there. Your mind will definitely run there. So check where your mind and intellect wander to throughout the day. Your mind and intellect do not go to anything other than the Father and service, do they? The Baba here has already mentioned that doing service as an instrument, that will be a different matter. Okay. Paying full attention towards service, doing it with all my heart. Okay. That is okay. But being attached uh, is something that is dangerous. Right? Baba says if they do, then there is attachment. When you interact with others, that too is as a trustee. It is not mine, but yours. This is my work. I have to look after it. It is my responsibility. Do you ever say this? What can I do? It is my responsibility, is it not? So I have to fulfill it. Do I not? I have to do it. Do you ever say this? Or is it that yours is surrendered to you? And so, how can there be any consciousness of mine? Hmm? Even if we have a slightest, a daily seva, let's say. So, does this thought come to my mind that this is my work? I have to look after it. It is my responsibility. Hmm. The Baba says even the subtle consciousness uh, is again attachment. It should always be yours and it should never be mine. Right? The Baba further says, so you cannot say even these words. I have to look after everything. I have to do it. It is mine and I have to fulfill it. As soon as you say mine, it becomes a burden. It is the Father's and the Father will do it. I am just an instrument. And so you remain light. So this is again a point of checking. If while carrying out any seva, there's a slightest of irritation, you know, there's slightest of that feeling of oh how will I manage this? Or if the thought is very overwhelming, this is my seva, I am doing it. This is also a barrier. This is the Father's job. Seva is not my subject, it's Baba's subject. Always considering this, right? And while doing seva, if we are light, if we are happy, no matter what is happening, then that is a parameter that we can hold and say that yes, I am on the right track. But if it is like, irritation and something is going up and down, and then my thoughts start running like, oh, this should not be, this should be like this, then there is something that I need to check. The Bible says, you do not have the habit of carrying a burden, do you? You carried a burden for 63 births. You not. Many have the habit of carrying a burden. They cannot stay without carrying a burden. They are compelled by their habit. To believe it to be mine means to carry a burden. Do you understand? Have you kept aside a little, thinking that it will be useful at the time of need? Have the Pandavas kept a little bank balance, a little pocket money? There should not be the slightest consciousness of mine. Mm. Earlier in those days, it used to happen, right? Even like the families that were, that used to come to the center or anything. So they used to give everything to Baba in written. That so and so is the earning towards the end of the month, and everything, pura pota mail jisko kaha jaye, huh? Everything. So all the grahastis, especially not even the Kumar and Kumaris, but of course Kumaris never used to work, but uh, In the earlier days, Kumars used to give everything to Baba, like in written, that, this much and this much is coming in, how to utilize this. Even the Grahastis, everything in written to Baba. That is why Baba is mentioning that, have you kept bank balance or pocket money? To say mine means to become dirty. Where there is the consciousness of mind, there will definitely be the dirt of vices. What would happen when you say yours? You will not drown, but you will continue to swim. You enjoy swimming, do you not? So tapasya means yours, not mine. Acha. So this is the eastern zone. The sun rises in the east. So the memorial of the father's company with the eastern zone is that the sun constantly shines there. All of you are successful in your tapasya. Are you not? Are you satisfied with your tapasya? Hmm. Are you satisfied with your chart? Or are you going to become that now? This is also a gift of a lift. There is no expense in a gift. You don't need to make effort to buy it. One is your own effort, and the other is to receive a special gift from the Father. So the year of tapasya is a gift of easy experience. To be very honest, this time of Sangam Yoga, and that to this span, how much is left, I don't know, nobody knows exactly, but this is really the time of easy experience. It's like Sankalp Kiya or Hua. It's like putting in a seed, a good thought, a good uh, and a selfless thought, and then Baba brings it in front of you in a practical form. This is actually the time of easy experience, because this is like the end. Now we are just moving towards the closing. So it's like Baba wants us to experience the more. So the more we create positive thoughts, the more we create selfless thoughts, even towards others, the more it's becoming practical. Yeah. I guess all of us might have experienced this. But this is actually the time of easy experience. Further, Baba says, anyone can do as much as they want. It requires less effort, in name only, and you can have greater attainment. Even now, there is still some time. The year has not yet ended. You can take whatever you want, even now. See, it's December 91 already. This is December 91. But Baba is saying there's still time. Right? There's still time. So now we are not even aware how long is the Sangam going to be, but there is still time. The Baba says, this is why let the sun of success rise in the east. Are all of you always happy? Or are you unhappy when something trivial happens? Does your happiness continue to increase? Mhm. Now, see, this is that time as well, where even the slightest of negativity, lightest, can leave an impact of maybe, say, uh, for a week or so. It's that time. What double, double, double. Everything is just coming up in return in the double or say triple forms. If the positivity has an impact, has a longer impact, the negativity is also having its own. If we are allowing that negative to conquer the mind for maybe say 5 to 10 minutes in a day, it is going to leave an impact of say maybe a week or so. Can extend up to months. Now that depends how powerful is its impact. So it's that time running. Right. That's why Baba already said that, that there's still time. You can take whatever you want even now and then or lose also. But does your happiness continue to increase? It doesn't decrease, does it? Are you conquerors of Maya, or does Maya show you her colors? No matter how many colors she shows, you are the Lord of Maya. A very good title. The Lord of Maya. Maya is the creation, and I am a master creator. So, watch the game, but do not be defeated in the game. No matter how many games Maya shows you, just be an observer and watch everything of Maya as an entertainment. Do not be defeated while watching it. Continue to observe it with detachment. That means Sakshi, Sakshi Bhav. I guess one day, every week, one day we should take it out for ourselves to become only observers on that day. सिर्फ साक्षी भाव सिर्फ साक्षी भाव और कुछ नहीं. No other पुरुषार्थ for that day. At least one day in a week, we should take it out for ourselves. That I am not going to intervene. I am not going to entangle. I am not going to react. I am not even going to respond. Whatever is happening, let me be a detached observer to it. And let me actually take this experience of looking at this drama as a game, no matter what. I will not react. It is very, what shall I say, easy purusharth, but at the same time, uh, you need to hold on to yourself. That no, I have decided for myself, I'm not going to react. That means I'm not going to react. A very good practice, a very good practice. Of course, we take the other practices also, like, Ashariri and doing this and doing that. But just try this also. It is very, I'm not really getting an exact word, but absolutely entertaining for the mind. Because the mind is habituated to something. No? It is really, it has its own behavior of responding, reacting, and then behaving in a subtle manner if something's not falling on track. But then if I decide to be a detached observer, just look at yourself. How am I behaving inside? Am I really able to accumulate? Or do I feel like just throwing it out through my uh, vani or, with my actions, with my words? So really, really a good practice. I mean, just speaking it out through a good experience of this. That is why I say. So Baba says, continue to observe it with detachment. Are all of you those who move forward in your tapasya and claim a gift? Is good service taking place? You are flying in your own efforts and also in service. All of you are first. Always remain first. Do not become second. If you remain first, you will become part of the Sun dynasty. And if you come second, you will become part of the Moon dynasty. Those who are in the first number will be conquerors of Maya. You have no problems, no questions, no weaknesses. First number means those who make fast effort. Those who are making fast effort cannot be at the back. Always remember a detached observer and the Father's companion. It is very easy. Just as I said, it is very easy to experience Baba's company when you are a detached observer. You know, A lot might happen, a lot might come across, but then that subtle thought that no, I have to be detached will be easy, will make it very easy to experience Baba's come. Another group that Baba is meeting, but it is in Hindi. So let's read it. सदा अपने को सहज योगी सहज ज्ञानी समझते हो। सहज है या मेहनत है? जब माया बड़े रूप में आती है तो मुश्किल नहीं लगता। मधुबन में बैठे हो तो सहज है। वहां प्रवृत्ति में सॉरी मधुबन में बैठे हो तो सहज है, वहां प्रवृत्ति में रहते जब माया आती है फिर मुश्किल लगता है क्या? कभी कभी क्यों लगता है? उसका कारण मार्ग कभी मुश्किल कभी सहज है ऐसे नहीं कहेंगे। मार्ग सदा सहज है, लेकिन आप कमजोर हो जाते हो, इसलिए सहज भी मुश्किल लगता है। It is not the way that you are traveling is difficult, but you at times are weak, and then therefore you find the path to be difficult. Baba says, कमजोर के लिए कोई छोटा सा भी कार्य भी मुश्किल लगता है। अपनी कमजोरी मुश्किल बना देती है, बाकी मुश्किल है नहीं। कमजोर क्यों होते हैं? क्योंकि कोई ना कोई विकारों के संग दोष में आ जाते, सत्य का संग किनारे हो जाता है और दूसरे संग दोष लग जाते हैं। इसीलिए भक्ति में भी कहते हैं कि सदा सत्य संग में रहो। सत्य संग अर्थात सत्य बाप के संग में रहना। तो आप सदा सत्संग में रहते हो या संग में भी चक्कर लगाते हो? सत्संग की कितनी महिमा है, और आप सबके लिए सत्य बाप का संग अति सहज है, क्योंकि समीप का संबंध है। सबसे समीप संबंध है बाप और बच्चे का। यह संबंध सहज भी है और साथ साथ प्राप्ति कराने वाला भी है। तो आप सभी सदा सत्संग में रहने वाले सहज योगी, सहज ज्ञानी। If we are in the Baba's company, if we are close to Baba, then everything is easy. सत्य का संग किया है तो बाकी सब कुछ सहज है। बाबा says, सदैव यह सोचो कि हम औरों की भी मुश्किल को सहज करने वाले हैं। जो दूसरों की मुश्किल को सहज करने वाला होता है वह स्वयं मुश्किल में नहीं आ सकता। अच्छा, सेवा में क्वालिटी है या क्वांटिटी है? क्वालिटी वालों की निशानी क्या होती है? क्वालिटी वाली आत्मा की निशानी है वह आते ही अपनापन महसूस करे। उसको ये स्मृति स्पष्ट होगी कि मैं इसी परिवार का था और पहुंच गया हूँ। अपनेपन से निश्चय में या पुरुषार्थ में देरी नहीं लगेगी। It just reminds me of yesterday. I know it's already time, but I'll just share this. Or rather, maybe I can share this towards the end. Let's read the Murli entirely. अपनेपन से निश्चय में या पुरुषार्थ में देरी नहीं लगे। वह अपने परिवार को परख लेगा, अपने बाप को पहचान लेगा। तो अपनेपन का अनुभव होना ये पुरुषार्थ में क्वालिटी की निशानी है। सिर्फ नाम या धन में क्वालिटी नहीं, उसको सिर्फ क्वालिटी नहीं कहा जाता, लेकिन पुरुषार्थ की भी क्वालिटी उसमें हो, और जिसका अटल निश्चय पक्का रहता है उसका प्रभाव स्वतः ही औरों पर पड़ता है। अपनापन होने के कारण उसको सब सहज अनुभव होगा, इसलिए तीव्र अर्थात फास्ट जाएगा। जहां अपनापन होता है वहां कोई भी काम मुश्किल नहीं लगता। तो ऐसी क्वालिटी वाली आत्माएं और ज्यादा से ज्यादा निकालो। समझो, आप सब तो क्वालिटी वाली आत्माएं हो ना, वृद्धि को प्राप्त कर रहे हो और आगे भी करते रहेंगे। पहले स्व के पुरुषार्थ में वृद्धि, फिर सेवा में। तो दोनों बातों में सदा ही वृद्धि को प्राप्त करते उड़ते चलो। अच्छा, माताओं को बहुत खुशी है या कभी कभी दुख की लहर भी आ जाती है? कुछ भी हो जाए, दुख की लहर तो नहीं आती है। संकल्प में भी दुख की महसूसता नहीं हो। सुखदाता के बच्चे होना, सुखदाता के बच्चों के पास दुख की लेश मात्र भी नहीं आ सकती। देखो, भगवान वाच है, सुखदाता के बच्चों के पास दुख की लेश मात्र भी नहीं आ सकती, स्वप्न में भी नहीं आ सकती। ऐसे सुखदायी आत्मा हो, क्या भी हो जाए दुख नहीं हो सकता। सुख में रहने वाले और सुख देने वाले, दुख की दुनिया को छोड़ दो। बाबा's मीटिंग द थर्ड ग्रुप। डबल विदेशी बताओ, आपका इस आबू पर्वत पर कौन सा यादगार है? अच्छा, भारतवासी सुनाओ, आपका यादगार कौन सा है? अच्छा, भारतवासियों का यादगार अचलगढ़ है और डबल विदेशियों का यादगार दिलवाला है, या दोनों ही यादगार दोनों की है? अचलगढ़ कौन बन सकता है? जिसने दिलाराम को अपना बना लिया, वही अचल बन सकता है। इसलिए दोनों ही यादगार बहुत कायदे प्रमाण बने हुए हैं। अगर दिलवाला बाप को अपना नहीं बनाया तो अचल की बजाय हलचल होती है। कोई भी चीज में हलचल होती रहे तो वह टूट जाएगी, और जो अचल होगी वो सदा कायम रहेगी। तो सदैव ये स्मृति में रखो कि हम दिल वाला बाप को दिल देने वाली अचल आत्माएं हैं। ये मेरा यादगार है, हर एक अनुभव करे। ऐसे नहीं ये ब्रह्मा बाप का या महारथियों का है, नहीं, मेरा यादगार। देखो, ड्रामा अनुसार अपने यादगार स्थान पर ही पहुंच गए। नहीं तो पाकिस्तान से आबू में आना या तो स्वप्न में भी नहीं आ सकता था। लेकिन ड्रामा में यादगार यही था, तो कैसे पहुंच गए हो? अपने ही यादगार को देख हर्षित होते रहते हो। अचल रहना कोई मुश्किल बात नहीं है। कोई भी चीज को हिलाते रहो तो मेहनत भी और मुश्किल भी। सीधा रख दो तो वह सहज है। ऐसे ही मन बुद्धि द्वारा हलचल में आना कितना मुश्किल होता है, और मन बुद्धि एकाग्र हो जाती है तो कितना सहज होता है। अभी हलचल में आना पसंद ही नहीं करेगी, अच्छा नहीं लगेगा। आधा कल्प हलचल में आते थक गए। तन की भी हलचल, मन की भी हलचल, धन की भी हलचल। तन से भी भटकते रहे, कभी किस मंदिर में, कभी किस यात्रा पर, तो कभी किस यात्रा पर। और मन परेशानियों में हलचल में आते रहा। और धन में तो देखो, कभी लखपति तो कभी लखपति। तो अनेक जन्मों की हलचल का अनुभव होने के कारण अभी अचल अवस्था अति प्रिय लगती है। इसलिए दूसरों के ऊपर रहम आता है। शुभ भावना, शुभ कामना उत्पन्न होती है कि ये भी अचल हो जाए। अचल स्थिति वालों का विशेष गुण होगा रहम दिल। सदा हर एक आत्मा के प्रति दातापन की भावना। तो दिस इज द पॉइंट ऑफ चेकिंग। जितने हम अचल हैं उतने हम रहम दिल होंगे। देखना, चेक करना। ऐसे मास्टर दाता बने हो कि दूसरे को देखकर घृणा आती है, रहम आता है, दया भाव आता है, दातापन की स्मृति आती है, या क्यों क्या उत्पन्न है? आप सबका विशेष टाइटल है विश्व कल्याणकारी। जो विश्व कल्याणकारी है उसको हर आत्मा के प्रति कल्याण की भावना होगी. This was the वरदान in the Sakar Murli yesterday, right? रुहाब और रहम, विश्व कल्याण की भावना हो. तो उसके अंदर स्वतः ही किसी आत्मा के प्रति भी घृणा भाव, द्वेष भाव, ईर्ष्या भाव या ग्लानि का भाव कभी उत्पन्न नहीं होगा. इसको कहा जाता है विश्व कल्याणकारी आत्मा. तो ऐसे हो या कभी कभी दूसरे भाव भी आ जाते हैं, बस सदा कल्याण का भाव हो. We will take the yajna quickly. To the successful tapaswi souls everywhere, to those who constantly stay in the personality of purity, to those who constantly stay in the royalty of purity, to the constantly true, complete Vaishnava souls, to the world transformers who constantly transform themselves according to the time, to such constant yogis, easy yogis, natural yogis, to the great souls, Bapdada's love, remembrance, and namaste. From us children to our beloved Bapdada, love-filled remembrance and namaste. Thank you. So we will take a minute in silence and then we shall share points from you. Shanti, you can share points from the middle.
Om Shanti Deepika Ben. This was just a kind of observation when Baba is meeting the group, see, actually, I liked, once again, I always liked his meaning of tapasya, belong to one, none but one. And Baba keeps asking, or koi hai, is there anyone, as if, he's searching behind my curtains to see, is there anyone else I've hidden and all. And he takes that same thing to say, whenever you say yours, 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 do you hide some pocket money to yourself? I was just thinking about how Baba took that and he compared it to the certain things which we carry. We say, Baba, it's yours. Why don't you live in? And nowadays, Baba says, "Main hu na, main dekh leta hu. Everything I'm there. Throw your burden on me and all." But sometimes we see, is it wrong for a Pandavs to keep a little bank balance, yeah, or some gifts? See, this is 1991, Murli. I remember very clearly one of the brothers whom I know very close when they met Dadi Janki once, and she always used to ask some people who are close to the yajna about what they do with their salary and all. So that time, Janki had told that brother, come what may, I know you have to give to the yajna, but you should also know you have an old mother at home. You should also know there is some part of the thing which you have to this keep there. There only one person should know, you and Baba. It's not necessary for you to declare. So you can keep, but and now you should not say, I gave everything to the yajna and now I'm not well. The yajna is not taking care of me. It shouldn't be there. There were many such instances. So when I read this paragraph, I was just reading how far, how much of it that don't keep anything with you. How far is it relevant in today? See, those days it was different. Brahma Baba was totally everything to those children. But practically speaking, reality speaking, nowadays, does it work? Is it wrong for some gifts are given and all? Generally, those days, no gifts was accepted by BKs unless it comes routed through the sister in charge. I remember I've seen all that. But now I find as a paradigm shift. But I don't find anything wrong in that to just for I well. I don't know how well I well is defined. So I just wanted to know you are, see, I'm there for the past 35 years, so I know it. What is your thing on that? Just that one paragraph where Baba just linked none but one and slowly came to bank balance. And then he says, it is not mine, not yours, but ours. Can you throw your approach on this, please? Honest approach.
Yes, it is not wrong to keep something or to keep aside, for the family, because a lot of instances, even I know, where people then blame the yagya that, we've given everything to the yagya, but now the yagya is not returning us back. But unless and until we are not surrendered, या समर्पित नहीं हुए और हमारे पीछे जिम्मेवारी है, गृहस्थी है, so of course everybody is allowed to give it in the yagya, yet keep whatever is needed to take care of the family, to give good palna to the family as well. Because many people in your family might not come in Gyan, and there are children, there is your wife, there is your spouse, there are other people whom you need to take care of. Your parents are there. So, right now, as you rightly said, you cannot give entirely to the yajna, but I will use the word asakti here. Okay. How much is my, asakti in whatever I am earning? I am not really getting an English word for it. But how much am I attached to my earnings? That अच्छा मेरा है, क्यों दूं, यहाँ क्यों डालूं, वहां क्यों डालूं. Of course, I am to think wisely. I am to spread the amount wisely about how much am I to give in a month to the yajna and how much do I need for the family. Good palna. Also have to give to my family, considering the fact. Okay. लेकिन आसक्ति ना हो. Now that is again a personal checking, right? Like you said, keeping the gifts and keeping everything with me. Of course, I can keep that. लेकिन अगर उस चीज में ध्यान जाता है मेरी है, मेरापन है, तो वो आसक्ति है, right? It might drag me away. Uh, like it might. What can I say? It might pull my attention towards it. या फिर मेरा ध्यान जाएगा, मेरा मोह जाएगा उसमें, right? There's nothing wrong in keeping the gifts. Now, I personally am not surrendered, okay? But even while we do any programs today, like till date, if we go anywhere out and we receive anything, so but the first thing that I do is I hand it over to the center in charge. I am again repeating, I'm not surrendered. I stay with my family, I stay with my parents at home. But everything or anything that has been given to us or that has been offered to us on the grounds of seva, okay, if we go out for any program or anything, my first thing that comes to my mind is I hand it over to Didi and let Didi take a decision about it needs to be kept at the center or whatever has to be done. I go down, I keep it in Baba's room and I inform Didi कि दीदी ये ऐसा सा है और ये मुझे यहाँ पे सेंटर पे ही रखना है. I don't want to carry it. That's it. That is what I do. And coming to the personal this thing, then of course there's a decision that yeah, I have to give somewhat to my family, and then that again is my decision. How much am I to give it to the yajna? But you rightly said that giving everything out to the yajna and then blaming it, that can be a kind of disservice. That should not be done, right? Because in my family, there are many who follow Kyan, but there are also many others who don't. So, of course, there has to be a line that needs to be maintained that I am not doing any kind of disservice. Okay, so that's my view.
Sorry, Deepika Ben, but sometimes, there is toll mole, they do toll mole. I've seen, forgive me if I'm doing, I just see, I'm don't know at time, I'm not a radicalist, but I generally like to take an objective attitude. I'm always for what is Baba's, what is not your, and when you belong to Baba, everything belongs to you. Please remember, आपके पीछे कुछ पूंछ भी है, tail भी है, जो आपका इसमें ही है. So I always do that because there are many people, who were close to me. When they do that, there are so many of them, I can tell you. Sab apna dagine, by jewelry, everything they gave away. And I saw later when they had to give away their children and all, there was nothing, absolutely nothing. And that went into resentment. I've seen all that. And so I think we should be yukti yukt. And I think that moment when Dadi Janki gave that one statement to the brother, just sit in front of Brahma Baba and tell him, see, Baba, what do you think? And his direction, I think, what he says, that is fair enough for us. And you said that asakti, that means that pull. It's called as when you get pulled by Jobia, that means you have that BC, body consciousness. I was just thinking because the same thing even Bab Dada told who was he, Jagdish Bhai, when he was almost dying and all. He said, Bab Dada, I've got so much else to do. See, my complete time I donated to you, everything. I didn't even take care of my body or anything, and now I want to go around the whole world and spread your thing. And then of course he was rewarded later. He spent 3 days in Sukmavatan. But what did Bab Dada say? I never told you not to take care of your body, not to take care of your eye well and all. You should use your yukti yukt. Why do you take my word, my direction like that? Understand my direction well. I have never told you that just like that haddi, that haddi they say, haddi haddi usne yagya mein de diya. I say, I never told you not to take care of your body. You should have a proper balance. You should take that. I mean, medicines should be taken and yoga even must be taken. I always, I hear this, no, I thought it should, each of us, we should be balanced in that, not just radical and say, yeah, and then later. जो मिलना है बाद में, from the yajna, that is your destiny. हर एक को दूसरा मिलता है. Some people will be given an AC room, some people will be given not even, so that depends. I think we should be yukti yukti.
Mm. There has to be a balance, and especially for grahastis. Baba has given a different form of Srimat also. Like how is these things are supposed to be balanced? Because as you rightly said, there have been a lot of instances, where people become nimit to do a lot of disservice with this kind of imbalance. Right? And any other point? Any other thing? One thing that I wanted to share while I was reading only, there were a few lines about Achal, then there was a few lines about Nishchay, and Baba said Sehaj Yogi, right? Yesterday or other 2 days back, I was reading about Dadi Hirday Pushpa. Uh, I'm not sure if everybody knows her. She was Dadi Chandramani's Lokik sister. Okay, so she was also in this Gyan, and they had received an invitation from some place, and Baba asked her to go there. Some sadhu or some pandit had invited them, so Baba told her that you alone has done this service, so you should go. She alone went there, okay, out of Madhuban, and the sadhu or the pandit offered her he showed her a mandir, and she sat there. Okay, he told her that I'll be back. You sit here. Okay, for 3 days, for 3 long days, that sadhu or that pandit didn't come up. Okay, he did not even bother to go and see like what has happened. वो बहन आई है, क्या हुआ, क्या नहीं हुआ, nothing at all. Okay, and for 3 days, Dadi did not eat. Dadi did not uh, drink water, anything. Just on the third day, somebody came और पानी दिया तो वो पी लिया दादी. That's it. तीसरे चौथे दिन पे वो साधु आया. He asked her that what did you eat for 3 days? She just said योग का नाश्ता किया, योग का भोजन किया. That's it. बाबा को याद किया, कुछ नहीं खाया. 3 days and nothing. That kind of faith that they have in Baba. No questions at all. She has written it. I'm not even sure who was sharing that experience, but I just read it somewhere. And Dadi did not even complain in the thoughts कि बाबा क्यों भेजा है यहाँ पे. आपको तो पता था ना that that person is not going to turn up. 3 दिन से मैं यहाँ मंदिर में अकेली बैठी हूँ. Nobody has come up. बस कोई आया, पानी दिया, मैंने वो पिया. That's it. That and it is just written over there that she said बाबा की सेवा है, बाबा कराएगा, मुझे क्या पड़ी. Not even a slightest thought of doubt. And that third day that person came up and he was shocked. इस स्थिति से सेवा हो. फिर वहां से that sadhu came up and that there is one line कि उसने स्थिति को पहचान लिया. निश्चय वो अचल. हाँ, बाबा जो जस्ट मेंशन की अचल हो तो फिर स्थिति हिल नहीं सकती. दिल वाला के दिल में आपने जगह बनाई. नो मैटर व्हाट, दैट नो थॉट ऑफ डाउट कि क्यों भेजा, क्यों करना क्या है मेरे को वो तो बताओ. इट जस्ट सैट देयर लाइक दैट. While I was reading that, just came to my mind, and amazing are these stories, right? Of course, we cannot go to that extent which they did, but some part of it, some percent of it, just to gain that experience कि बाबा वो क्या अनुभूति है, वो स्थिति एक्चुअली बनती कैसे है. अचल. Just felt like sharing.
When you were sharing this, I remember in my young days, I used to read Shakespeare's plays and all. And one of the plays which attracted me was Taming of the Shrew. And I remember, when in my office days, I think I acted as Catherine. And when her fiance Petruchio says, "This is the sun," she says, "Yes, my dear, this is the sun." "No, it's the moon." She says, "Yes, my dear, now I see the moon." I used to write like that kind of looking at the world through his eyes. And now you see, Mama's days are going on, and I'm so much into Mama ki visheshtaएं, Mama ki wo jo hai. And there in one place, when I read, when Baba said, "No, it's like this," she said, "No." Baba said, "Yes," means it is yes. The Ji Huzur, for Mama, such a well-educated lady and such a thing for Mama to say that. I'm just reading it as a Visheshtai. But take Deepika Ben at that time, that feeling what Mama had. So even to read that Visheshtaya, you just told us a story. But if you read every Visheshtaya of Mama which they gave, and I've also heard like the story you told now of the Dadi from Vedanti Ben. I've heard so many times and all for nothing. She was just taken for granted. But she said, "No, Baba said, I'm going ahead." Yeah, you're right. But you were asking, is there anything? You read something in the Hindi part, and that was a little fast. That apnapan. I think you should talk a little on that apnapan. I like that word. See, it's apna means ours. So Baba went from mine, yours, now he says ours. Pan means like, you had, see, to happy, you had NES as happiness. So like this apnapan is an abstract noun. You can't experience it. So how do I feel? Because let me be honest, I don't expect appan totally in everything in BK family and all. I'm being very honest. There is something of little individualism, little exclusivity sometimes when I jara hatke, jara eldu. So this abstract noun, kitna hona chahiye? What did Baba say in that Hindi part about that अपनापन महसूस क्या होना? If you can just throw some light on it, because what you read was a little bit fast, I couldn't get it. Apnapan for self or for others and all.
Hmm. Anyone? Anybody would like to share their thoughts mhm, on this? Because even I liked this point a lot, and in the beginning also I mentioned about this. Anybody would like to share their thoughts?
Om Shanti sister, divine
Om
family.
Shanti.
अपन ने मतलब I am yours, you are mine.
Mm-hmm.
Means we are
Yes.
belongs to Baba, Baba belongs to us, none other than. So I and Baba, that's it. Soul and Supreme Soul.
Sister,
That's
it means everyone belongs to Baba. That is Apnapan. You, I, okay, you all sit close, but Apna, I feel, I'm sorry, I didn't understand then the Hindi word term. Apna means Baba, I, and sub BK family, ours. You will feel, oh, Baba is not mine. Baba is also Girja Benz. Baba is also Deepika Benz. Like, I feel that kind of feeling exclusivity. I think that's what Apnapan is, isn't it, Deepika Ben?
Mm-hmm. Yes, 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 sister.
But Girja sister
And
will forget everyone. Will forget Girja sister. Will forget Deepika Pehan. Everyone will forget.
Mm.
Actually, soul and Supreme Soul. That's it, our relationship.
Yes, that is also right. There is an apnapan with Baba
Ah.
also. Mm.
Actually, when
Mm.
it
Mm.
comes to the
Yes.
parivar, we need to remember others. When it comes to the
Yes.
Atmic Swaroop, only me and Baba, soul and Supreme Soul. That's it. When the body takes the role and part, by that time we'll remember others when it comes to the parivar. But when we sit in the yoga, that is Atmic Swaroop, that me and Baba, that's it. Soul and Supreme Soul. That is Apnapan. So that's what my understanding.
Perfect. You are very close to none but one. But
Ah,
there
yes,
is one
exactly.
certificate. Yeah,
Exactly.
but there is one certificate Baba is saying. Very good, you love yourself. Very good, you love Baba. But what about your love to the family? If you don't take the third certificate, I won't open the
That
gate.
is only in this birth, but I have responsibilities. So I'll take it as a duty and my responsibility, but not attached. Not attached. Laukik
Good.
even Laukik
Hmm.
Parivar. But I'll do honestly more than 101% my role and what the responsibility I have taken as to my mother, to my siblings, to my family members, even a Laukik family. When I'll take my elderly people to the Madhuban, I'll take their responsibility, I hold their hand. I hold their hand, I'll take them to the dining table, I'll serve if they are in need. So, this is my responsibility.
You saw Deepika Ben? This is what I told you, Apnapan ka thoughts, it differs. It's not like that, just like as that's what that word in Murli, I wanted to know what you read. See, it differs.
Mm.
It's a little loose, we leave it, when it comes to our Lokik family or to do something good, we extend that Apnapan beyond the so-called boundary lines which Baba has drawn and all. That's what I wanted you to know. Every one of us, we differ. Belongingness is okay, but थोड़ा थोड़ा पूछ हमारा बाहर है. So that's what I wanted you to know. उसमें क्या फर्क है, उसमें क्या ये है. See,
Mm.
I like this honest thing which he said. I would like to also take care of this. So that अपनापन line, if you see, उसको खींच लिया. And that I think is reality which we should understand the real meaning of अपनापन. What you say, Deepika sister?
Yes, yes, yes. Vijita, you wanted to add something.
uh, yeah, so another point from different aspects. So I think this is what in today's Murli Baba mentioned. So that they experience a sense of belonging immediately when this knowledge is introduced to them. Baba mentioned it as a quality soul. So you feel that apanapan, that I belong here. That quick
Mm.
recognition of father. We see that sort of quality souls coming in Yakya, right? So that is also another apanapan once they come in, right?
Correct, correct, correct. I see. If I show you a picture of you, of yours and your family, like 20 years back, an old photograph, okay, to each one of you, like you are this small and your father, your mother, immediately there will be a quick recognition कि हाँ ये तो मैं हूँ ना, ये मेरा परिवार है. right? And that feeling and that emotion will start coming inside कि हाँ अरे ये मेरा ही परिवार है, ये मैं ही हूँ. You will not, you're not going to say कि no, 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 this is not me. Who is this? Who's this picture you are showing it to me? Right? So similarly, Baba here mentioned कि quality souls, while he was talking about quality souls, he said कि ऐसी आत्माएं होती है quality वाली जिनको अपनापन तुरंत महसूस होता है. They might not find it odd. They might not find this family different. या फिर पुरुषार्थ करना डिफरेंट नहीं होगा. बाबा ऑल्सो यूज दिस वर्ड फॉर निश्चय एंड पुरुषार्थ की अपनेपन से निश्चय में या पुरुषार्थ में देरी नहीं लगेगी. That means there won't be a lot of questions. There won't be a lot of barriers in, acceptance में कोई challenges नहीं आएंगे. ये ऐसा क्यों? वो वैसा क्यों? Of course, out of curiosity and to learn something, those questions are different. But then निश्चय में फर्क नहीं आएगा. Right? कि ये मेरा परिवार है, ये वही बाबा है. Hmm? There will be a quick kind of a closeness. I used the word in the beginning because belongingness is there, then togetherness is there, then there's this oneness with the family. कि हाँ मेरा ही परिवार है. हाँ, श्रीमत फॉलो करना ये मेरा धर्म है. इट्स नॉट समथिंग दैट आई एम डूइंग फोर्सफुली, लेकिन मुझे उस श्रीमत से अपनापन है. हाँ, मुझे इस पढ़ाई से अपनापन है. वाई? बिकॉज आई एम लाइकिंग इट. आई लाइक इट. ये मेरे मेरे जैसा है. अपने अपने जैसा लगता है. बाबा भी हम सबको क्यों अच्छा लगता है? व्हाई डू यू लाइक बाबा? चंद्रकला सिस्टर जो बता रहे थे कि अपनापन लगता है. बाबा अपना सा लगता है ना. he is mine. Of course there is a different aspect and a different point again, that none but one. Just giving you an example कि उसके साथ भी तो अपनापन लगता है. लाइक द मदर, जो शरीर की माता है, उसके साथ उतना अपनापन लगता है. लेकिन somebody, कोई माता एट द सेंटर, सम अदर माता एट द सेंटर, उसके साथ वैसा अपनापन नहीं लगेगा. लौकिक कनेक्शंस भी स्ट्रांग है. राइट? तो आई एम जस्ट टॉकिंग अबाउट द इमोशन ऑफ दैट अपनापन दैट बाबा वांटेड टू डिलीवर. कि हाँ ये पढ़ाई मेरी अपनी है, ये परिवार मेरा अपना है, ये बाबा मेरा अपना है. ही वॉज टॉकिंग अबाउट द क्वालिटी सोल्स. उनको अपनापन ज्यादा लगे. ओके, सो इस परिवार का था और इस परिवार में पहुंच गया हूँ, ऐसा. तो ये बाबा सेड दैट ये क्वालिटी वाली आत्मा की निशानी है. उसको अनुभव होगा. पुरुषार्थ मेरा अपनापन है, बहुत ज्यादा एफर्ट नहीं लगेगा, ऐसे. So, variety thoughts came up with the word apnapan, but yes, Baba wanted to say this. Anything else? Any other point? And I love this point where Baba said that उसको सब सहज अनुभव होगा, मेहनत ज्यादा नहीं लगी. बाबा ने बोला और किया. ये दादियों का भी कैसा रहा होगा ना. हाउ they would have had this kind of निश्चय that I'm not going to question. Why? क्योंकि मेरा बाबा है, मेरा बाबा है, मेरे बाबा ने मुझे बोला है. तो मुझे करना है. अगेन दैट फैक्ट, ईर्ष्या. कि मम्मा, बाबा ने बोला ना, ईर्ष्या नहीं होगी, अपना परिवार है ना, अपने जैसा लगेगा. तो दादियों को भी हो सकता था ना कोई क्वेश्चन करे बाबा को कि मम्मा मम्मा क्यों बनी बाबा? व्हाई नॉट मी? व्हाई आर यू मेकिंग मम्मा ओनली एज लक्ष्मी? नो, no. And why people did not question at that time? Why Gulzar Dadi के ही तन में बाबा आया? Why not somebody else? बाबा में फिर परिवार में अपनापन था कि अरे मेरी ही बहन है. She's nobody else. She's mine. That kind of अपनापन. वो द्वेष भावना थोड़ी आई उस टाइम पे कि नहीं, क्यों दादी जान की को ही क्यों भेजा विदेश सेवा के लिए? Could have been any other sister. Why not me? No. Of course, drama है, part है, everything is there, but that acceptance they have for each other, वो अपनापन कि नहीं मेरा बाबा है, मेरी मम्मा है, मेरे बाबा का बनाया हुआ ड्रामा है, मुझे इसमें पूरा निश्चय, ये अपनापन, right? And similar we should have for our center sisters. Similar we should have for any family or for any Brahmin संगठन that we join into, probably at the center or online. सब मेरे अपने हैं. This is something that I feel is अपनापन या अपनेपन की महसूस ना.
I hope the clock stops, Deepika Ben. Really, so much you're sharing. But the clock and the finish is there. Just when you said about Mama, yesterday, June 16th, was Maya. Dadi, sorry, Brahma Baba's local wife, his wife's day, and how did she call Mama? You must read that. You're speaking about Dadi Gulzar and all. To accept her as a partner of the future as Lakshmi. Beautiful. I just received a message about how Mayama, his wife, accepted it. You must also read that part. And now I understood in the Murli it was mentioned about quality souls. That's why I said I couldn't understand the context of what Baba used apnapan over here. But what does Baba say today? What do these people whom you call अपनापन बोलते हैं आप भी अच्छे हैं वो लोग भी अच्छे हैं the day when they come and say सिर्फ आप अच्छे हैं then Baba is revealed. Om Shanti.
That is a mark for the quality souls. Yes, yes. Beautiful. Yashoda Maya ki baat aapne ki. I'll just take another minute. Very beautiful her part was, because she was the only one, the first one to know that Mama is going to be the Lakshmi. And at that time, having that acceptance that somebody else is going to play that part, mm, is requires a lot amount of, I don't know, पुरुषार्थ बोलो या निश्चय बोलो या क्या ही, बाप रे बाप. That is something that they lived. They've lived this apnapan together. Never have we experienced, never have we read anywhere कि हाँ इनमें आपस में कुछ जुगलबंदी चलती थी या ईर्ष्या रहती थी. No, it was complete acceptance. Right? Okay, so there's the it's already time, right? So we will just spend a few minutes in silence, just 1 minute in silence, reflecting upon the points, and then we shall end. Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba. Thank you.
Om Shanti. Thank you to Baba. Thank you to Pika Bhai. Thank you, Divine Family. See you tomorrow at 5 a.m. Until then, have a fantastic day.